Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to Tokyo Tech Tales. Today we are going to do the update and test for Mystery Box 2. I know you've all been waiting for this, so here it is. Yes, we've done the first one, there was lots of great stuff in that, and also when we tested it, lots of it worked. So let's see today, the second box wasn't quite as much of a jackpot as the first box, but we don't even know if any of it works yet. So we need to test it, and then we'll see how good it was really, basically. So let's get started, let's get right into it. And the first thing on the list was this OtterBox iPhone 12 case. Came in a box and it is basically brand new, and it does fit an iPhone 12 perfectly fine. So luckily my wife has an iPhone 12. We got an iPhone 12, nice one, purple one, and fits in snug as a glove. Look at that, lovely. You can still see all of everything you need, the speaker, grill, the mute switch, everything is nice and it's well protected. So that was perfect. That's a total win because that new alone is about 3,000 yen or more. So brilliant. Okay, so that one's fine. Now on to the next one that you saw in the first video, which was the WX04 WiMAX battery, which is this battery. I don't have any way to test this battery because I don't have a battery testing kit. I don't have the WiMAX thing to put it in, so I don't know. I think we'll have to leave that one for a later date, and maybe I'll be able to test it if somehow I get a WiMAX thing in a mystery box. Okay, after that one, it was the micro SD spy pen. I know a lot of you probably interested in this one because pretty interesting thing, the micro SD spy pen. Now I have charged it. I put it on charge with the cable that was in the box. It's a really, really old USB, a mini USB, micro USB one, whatever. That looks like this. And I'm gonna put in a micro SD card. Other way, like so. Okay, it's gone in, micro SD. Okay, I'm going to screw it back. Now what it says on the instructions, I'm going to hold this down for 2 seconds and it's going to turn green. But I'm holding it down, nothing's happening. So yeah, I don't think that's a good sign. So unfortunately, I don't think this one is
so
working.
sad.
It is sad, yes, very sad, because I was interested to see what type of videos this would take. But what I think it is that when I was charging it up, it does show a light, but I think the battery's dead. I think it's been left alone in a box for too many years, and I think the lithium polymer battery has died. So that's it, unfortunately. So
I was
that
already
one,
picturing myself doing spy
I
stuff.
know, so I don't think there's any way to fix it because it's probably some really, really specific proprietary battery in this thing, and it's not like I can just replace it easily. So unfortunately, this one is not going to be a win. So sorry to hear it. All right, and the next one is the 80 gigabyte iPod Classic Black here. If you want to see a bit more information on this, go to my shorts because I do have a bit more information on this one and setting it up. But as you can see, it is working. It does have music on it. So let's get another item here that's on it was from this box, and we're going to test it. So music, I'll put some music on it. So let's just get any song. I'm only going to play a few seconds. Hopefully it won't get claimed. Oh, but look, we got to connect to power. And then it died.
No.
So you see there, it does work, but I think there's a problem with the battery, unfortunately. So I think the battery needs replacing. So I think I will be replacing the battery for this iPod. But it is not an easy thing to do. I looked at some YouTube videos online and it looks like absolute hell. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I think I will do it at some point, and I will make a separate video all about my adventure of trying to do that, which won't be fun, I imagine. Also, somebody said in my comments of the short that I put up of this that the little mark here on the screen is often created by a bad battery. And I'm imagining he said that because the battery has swollen inside of the iPod, and because it's swollen, it's pushed the screen towards the glass, and that's why it's touching. So yeah, I think it's bad battery, no doubt. You saw it just ran out of power as soon as I unplugged it. So yeah, so it does work, just needs a new battery. So we will be doing that in a future video, so subscribe and like this video to see that in the future. Okay, right, next one, the IDE DVD drive. Now this one, I have no way to test this at all, because it's really out of date. It's buried in the bottom of the box here, if you remember. This huge brick.
Oh yeah.
Probably works, but I have no way to test it, so really there's nothing I can do with it, and it's so out of date. The only thing it'd be good for is to maybe if you had, like, you know, you needed to stop a door or keep a door open, or or one of your table legs was a bit shorter than the other. That's probably the best you're going to get out of it at this point, because it's pretty heavy. It's like heavy as a solid hardback book. So, but yeah, I can't test that. Don't need it. So I'd probably keep it around, but probably recycle it or something at some point. Okay, after that we've got the Tower Records Bluetooth inner ear headphones. Now you'll be happy to hear that I got a little case for these from Kandu for like 100 yen, and I actually use these every day. They work really well. So I connected them to this phone, so let's get Spotify open, and I'm going to play you a song so you can hear. And actually the sound from these is actually really, really good. I was surprised
They're Bluetooth.
how good they are Bluetooth.
That's cool.
The battery life is not awesome. That's the one thing.
How long do they last?
They would last maybe like 3 or 4 hours.
Well, that's still pretty good.
Yeah,
For
and then you need,
something
exactly.
like that.
And then you need to charge them. But charging really doesn't take very long. You charge up in like 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes max.
Yeah.
So.
But if you're going for a run or something,
Yeah.
you don't need it for more than
exactly.
an hour.
Right, here we go. I'm gonna play a song. So I don't know if you can hear that. So where the microphone is on my phone, but there you go, there they are. It's pretty good.
Too loud there.
Ooh, that's loud. Okay. Anyway, they work really well, and I use them every day. I did have some in-ear headphones that I was using before, but they weren't as good. And the sound on these is actually really nice, really true to sound. So I'm actually really pleased. I mean, obviously they're not going to compete with like $100, $200 headphones, but I got them for basically free, so I'm pretty happy about it. But I actually use them every day, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, good. Let's move on to the next thing, the Sony eyepiece corrector. Now, in the unboxing, I thought that this was like just a replacement part, but actually it is not. It is a corrector for people whose vision is not great. So this is a -4. So you put it on your camera eyepiece if you've got bad vision, because you can't look through that eyepiece if you're wearing glasses. It's not possible, because the glasses just bang up against it.
Yeah, if you like putting it really close to your eye. Yeah.
Exactly, and you kind of need to be able to see through it properly. So they sell these things that replace it and actually have your prescription on, and this is a -4.
Cool.
-4 is pretty strong, right?
Yeah.
So, we don't need that.
No.
Because, you know, I don't have bad vision. My wife's vision isn't -4, so she doesn't need it. So we'll just be keeping that in a box. And if anyone ever needs a -4, well, let me know. I will give it to you happily, okay? All right, so that's that. Now, the next thing is, you already just saw it. My little Pokeball here. The little Elecom speaker. Now, this thing's actually pretty good. It is a speaker. It has a little cable that wraps around here and sticks in there like that, like so, right? Boom, boom, boom. So it puts it away. It's not Bluetooth because it's old, but that's fine. If you've got an old piece of kit like this iPod, you can play a song. Just play something on here. Doesn't matter what it is. This is from some soundtrack or something, and this is playing without any battery power. right? So this is playing. There's no battery power. There's nothing. But if I turn the battery on, you see the light comes on there, and now you know you're on battery power. It goes a lot louder now.
Wow.
Yeah. So actually, it's really good because if he runs out of battery, you can still use it as a speaker. It just uses the the power coming from the headphone jack as a speaker, like like headphones do. When you've got normal like plug-in headphones, you don't need to power those. They just work, right? So it's the same. So it's surprisingly good for that. And then it's got a battery in it, so you can actually power it as well. So
Yeah, that's cool.
it's pretty cool. Anyway, they're really good little speakers. Sorry, I'm playing some random movie music, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. Okay, so after that is the Sony Walkman here. Give it a quick clean. Sony Walkman here. What's it? I can't remember what the name of it is. But anyway, here it is. It's an old Sony Walkman. This works. I got it working. It's like a mini smartphone from back in the day, but without any phone features. Like an iPod was. You've got apps on it and stuff like that. It's got Android 4, I think, on it, and that's all you can get. But it works well, and it's even got a speaker.
Oh wow.
So it's got a speaker, and you can plug it in. Alright, so you can plug it in like that. Works well. Bit of Daft Punk here. If I turn that off, you see the speaker's a bit different, but right, so
Yeah, big difference.
yeah, so I don't want to get copyright strikes, so I won't play this for longer than that. But it does work, and there's nothing wrong with it at all. I just charged it up, and as you can see, it's working. The only problem is it's just a bit out of date. Android 4.2 is the max you can get on it, or something like that, and that's just a bit out of date now, to be honest. But it is a really cool little thing. I got the cable to charge it up and everything like that, so I do like it, but not really a lot I can do with it. I don't really need it, but I'm going to keep it because I like it. It's made of metal, and it's a nice piece of kit. And it doesn't need, the battery seems fine, so it doesn't need replacing. So that's good. So I'm happy with that. Now, let me put these away. These are also a win. Good, now the next thing on the list was the humidifier. Now,
Oh yeah.
I've got it here. You can see.
It looks nicer than what I
And
remember.
I filled it with water, so it's got water inside, and it's plugged in. I'm going to press the button. I haven't done that before.
Oh!
There you go.
Wow!
It does work.
Nice.
There you go. So,
It looks strong.
yeah, it's pretty good actually, isn't it? It's got quite a good flow.
Yeah. You should try with essential oils.
Yeah, exactly. We could put some essential oils in the water, and then
Yeah.
it humidifies the room.
And there's another light.
Yeah. Pretty nice. And it gets pretty dry here in Japan, I think, in the winter time. It gets quite dry, so I think it actually could be useful for us to use as a humidifier. So I'm not sure if there's a battery. If I unplug, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything. So I think you have to have it plugged in.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of cables there, and it works. So that's a win. That works. I mean, these are really cheap, obviously, but it still works. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it's nice to have.
All right, and after that was the super beaten up
Oh my god.
thing that looked like it's been used as a hammer to hammer together some
It's
2x4.
contemporary art.
It's messed up, and I think I'm gonna take it apart in a separate video and see if I can fix it, just for fun, because I don't need it, but you can just see if I can fix it. It's got some torque head screws here that you need a special screwdriver. I do have that screwdriver, so I can get it open. I think possibly the person that tried to open it didn't have that screwdriver, so they were like, oh, I'm gonna open it by hitting it as hard as I can, which obviously didn't work.
That's
but
a
there you go.
weird idea.
I was going to charge it up to see if it worked, but the charge port, it seems to have been obliterated. It doesn't seem to be there anymore.
Oh yeah.
So can't do that.
Oh weird.
So it's definitely a speaker. But yeah, subscribe and you will get a full video on me taking this apart and trying to fix it at a later date. Okay, so there we go. All right, after that is the nice Seiko SII dictionary.
Yay, the best one.
I've gifted this to my wife because I think she can use it. I can't really, but yeah. Turn it on. There's no backlight. It's quite old, so there's no backlight.
Yeah, but you can see.
But you can see there it works, and you have access to lots of different dictionaries. If you press across here, I think a collocations dictionary, a thesaurus, Japanese to English, English to English.
Phrases too.
Phrases too, okay. So there's loads, right?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how to use it, but you know, there's a lot there. So pre-smartphone, like good handheld device that you can access the internet on, this would have been a real game changer if you were like trying to learn a language. Japanese to English, English to Japanese. It is aimed towards Japanese to English, obviously, but I think you can use it the other way too, fairly well. So anyway, that's a real win. It works perfectly. It's nice metal. All we had to do was put some batteries in it.
Yeah.
It's got a nice case here. You just put it in like that, and you close. Ow. And it's got a nice case. Maybe it goes the other way, I don't know. But anyway, so it's perfect. It's a real win. It works. I think the only reason why it was in the junk box because it's super old and it's not really needed anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason. But yeah, it's a win. So that one, okay, that one's good. That's not a fail. All right. The next one was the Huawei digital photo frame. Here, originally I thought it was a tablet, but it isn't a tablet. It is just a digital photo frame. And what you're meant to have is a screw-in stand back here that you screw in, and then it kind of sits like that. And then you've got your yeah, exactly. You've got your photos in there, and that's how it works. On the back here, you've got a power input, 5 volt, 2 amps, and a place to put your SD card and a SIM card. I don't really understand why, but anyway, an SD card. So you put some photos on an SD card, you plug it in, you screw the stand in, and then you just put it in your house, and it can show you some nice photos, which I think we want to do. Or give it as a gift to a family member so they can have photos of us in their house or something like that. So I'm planning to make a video on going to Akihabara and finding the power supply and hope maybe even the stand for this in the junk shop, in the junk drawers. So look out, subscribe, and you will look out for that, and you will find that at a later date.
Challenge you to find those things.
Yes, it will be a challenge. It will be a challenge, and I will take you along with me in Akihabara, and you can see what it's like and see what the junk shops are like and everything. And hopefully we can find it, and maybe we can gift it for Christmas. So stay tuned, and you'll find out whether that's possible. Okay, after that we've got the USB 3 DVD drive.
Okay.
If you remember, here it is. I do have a cable here that's the type you need for this, and it goes to USB-C here.
Didn't see it.
Okay, well, you know what USB-C looks like. So what I'm going to do, get my laptop. Oh, my laptop is a beast.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
And we found a CD. So we have a total of 1 CD in the house.
It's a study CD.
And it's a study CD for learning Japanese. That's my wife's.
That's the only things that are still outdated enough to give you a CD.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally, there isn't anything else. So let's put it in the DVD drive. God, it feels so long since I did one of this. All right, in it goes.
Oh, the sound reminds me of playing The Sims or something.
Well, yeah, DVD rewrite drive audio CD. It actually says DVD rewritable drive audio CD. So there we go. You can see it is a DVD rewritable drive. Let's open it up. There we go. Okay, so it works. No problem. Windows Media Player opened, and the CD drive works. So everything's good. Pops up. No problems. So we can take that out, and that's it. Perfect. Okay, so yes, this DVD drive does work, which is great because I don't have one. And if there ever comes up a time where we need to look at a DVD or a CD, at least we can now. In this modern time, at least we can now. Now, I was born in 1985, right? So I never thought CDs would go out of date, but there you go, they did, and they did hard. All right, next is the Panasonic Ionity hairdryer. Remember this from last time.
Yeah.
I have cleaned it, cleaned the back, cleaned the front, cleaned everything, and yeah, let's try and turn it on. Oh, nothing.
Kind of hear something.
Here's something.
Don't blow it in your face.
Oh, look, it's going.
Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. It
Yeah.
looks dangerous.
That does it. It smells dangerous too.
Yeah, it's like a bomb
Okay,
waiting to explode.
So it doesn't blow. The fan's broken.
Yeah, and it looks like it's gonna explode.
So yeah, that's no good. I'm afraid. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna have to throw that away. But at least these straighteners, we can have a look at these work. These are ceramic straighteners. Let's turn them on. Okay, we get a light inside. So that's a good sign.
These can get really hot, so
Yeah, I know.
maybe a bit more.
Just trying to see if it starts heating up. That's gonna. Oh yes.
Yeah, see,
Start
be
heating up
careful.
already, yeah. Okay. So don't try this at home, kids. Okay, anyway, there you go. So these work. So that's fine. If we have any guests that need to straighten their hair, then they can now. Because neither of us need to straighten our hair because, yeah, as you
Maybe
can
for
see.
wigs.
And yeah, my wife's got curly hair, so. All right, great. Okay, so there's one more thing that we can test, and that is this iPad mini keyboard, which I remember. There's the iPad mini thing. You put the iPad mini here, and then you can use the keyboard. I don't have an iPad mini, but I do have an iPad. Okay, so yeah, we got it on. I just need to type this 7571 apparently, and let's see if that's worked. Yeah, it says Jet Tech 2011, so I think it's worked. Where can we go to type something? Notes?
Yeah, notes.
Well, we can do it here.
Oh yeah. So it does work.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Hello, this is a test. There you go, it does work. So, I mean, if I had an iPad mini, it could be really good as a little thing, but I don't. So this is not really going to work as a setup, but there you go. So that's good. So that is a win. We turn it off. That's a win. Yeah. So can sell that or use that as an iPad keyboard. If I ever get an iPad mini in one of these boxes, you never know. I might get lucky. All right, so that's all the main things that were in Mystery Box 2. There were a few other things like this empty box for this smoking device, but that's useless. I have these floppy disks, which no way to test. I did have like a mouse here, which I don't care to test. These headphones, which I don't really want to test either because I'm not going to use them. And a few other bits and bobs, but those are the main things. So some things didn't work, but you know, that's the way it goes with these mystery boxes. They are junk, so it's not guaranteed. But there are some nice items in here. The case for my wife's phone, that's great. That's being used every day. The headphones, I'm using them every day, so that's good. This humidifier, probably going to use. And the dictionary, probably going to use that. The DVD drive, there'll probably be some time where I'm going to need that, and I'm glad I have it. So overall, I think it's a really good box. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you thought something was going to work but it didn't, maybe something that you think I could actually make work by doing something, let me know how to do that. And look out in the future for the replacement battery video for this iPod, and also for the breakdown and trying to fix this absolute mess. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps with YouTube algorithms, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.